Hey everybody. I am trying to jump into the Dephemerember stuff, but it's been a week. I know I keep saying that, but trying to keep up with my December daily every day and then do additional things plus everything else that's going on. I'm in physical therapy and stuff with my daughter, and anyway, I'm going to try to do, I went ahead and put them together. These are, I wanted to try one of the long ones because I've never made one of those before. This is for the first one, paper tabs, I think, as part of the hashtag Dephemerember. Why do I feel like I'm not saying it right? Dephemerember. Yeah. Anyway, so I know it says moths, and that seems kind of boring to put on something that says moth-eaten lace, but I like moths, and I did do a I don't do a lot of journals, that's why I'm making this, but I did do a fall book, and if I do another one. And the other thing is, I don't have lace. I don't have a lot of material. I know that's because I don't really sew. So I took some paper doilies and I've torn some holes in them to kind of make them look more moth-eaten. And that's a lot to stick off that page. Anyway, so I'm going to try and throw together these four. I'm trying to keep up. I want to still do the floating pockets with the numbers, and then I was trying to think of like gluing it down kind of. Anyway, let me see what I can pop out here, because I'm supposed to be meeting my daughter in, oh my gosh, 45 minutes, and I'm not, I just need to change some things I'm wearing. Sorry, I have a bunch of stuff here, so I was trying to see I do have some lace. I have this, and then I could put a little bit behind. So the paper I used, all these papers came from this pack of paper that I found at a local thrift store. And then this is kind of netting off of avocados, I think. You know, in keeping with the packaging and such. Anyway, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with some of these, but I did pull out a bunch of stuff, and I figured I could just start gluing stuff down. And I was gonna make, so this actually needs to go over that, I think. Anyway, I was trying to keep mine, I'm just gonna have to start gluing, I think, just because if I sit here and just don't I could sit here for, and this is part of the problem, is I sit there too long. Sometimes when I'm doing my December dailies done in a different sort of style, and so I don't know, I kind of wanted that hole to be there. But I sit there and think about it for way too long. And then it takes me an hour to do really a simple layout. I don't do anything too complicated with my December daily, but it's like, it's making me crazy this year. But I've never tried to stick with doing it daily, because usually when I was working, I didn't have time to do it daily. There was my daughter and her schoolwork, and the beauty of it is that you don't need to do it daily. You just have to have a story that you could tell that day. And so once I got that in my brain, I've been doing this the last couple of years. But I didn't do it daily because, oh my goodness, glue. I still didn't have time, maybe? I don't know. I'm really hoping I'm getting a crocodile for Christmas. It was on my list because I am just not good at putting eyelets in these, and I would love to have put some eyelets like dangling. But part of my thing is I don't know exactly what I want to do with these. So I'm trying to keep mine kind of fall based, because if anything, I could probably use these in the book that I'm still working on, because I got obsessed with Oddtober, and I was working on those two books this year and last year's, that everything else kind of went to the wayside. And so I'm trying to play catch up. Which isn't, a bad thing, but catch-up doesn't happen very fast. And in December, I mean, just have so much going on all the time, I'm sure, as everybody else does. Sorry, I tried to pull out some pages. Some little strips. I didn't do the exchanging things because I did not know much about this. But I like the idea of having things made because that's been part of my problem. Okay, what is with my glue bottle today? Part of my issue has been that I didn't have anything made, so it was hard to keep up with my fall book. Sorry, I'm just spacing out here. So, my lace is doily lace looking stuff. And I am gonna put moths on there like a boring person. I'm just kidding, not boring. But you know, when you watch Barbara and Louise's, they're so interesting and textured, and I don't quite have that whole thing down yet. So anyway, we spent the morning, that's what I mean by December. So we spent the morning visiting with my husband's grandfather. He turned 106 in November. And he is still going so strong. He's such a neat person. I mean, he's tired, obviously, more often than he used to be. But he's, oh, I didn't put that on the front. But he's just such a neat person. He's lived such a neat, good life. He's had a very good life. He's just... he was happily married for just short of 80 years. Nate's grandma died in March, right before they hit, I think, 80 years. And it's kind of neat to have had that kind of love your whole life, or essentially their whole lives. They met when his grandma was a sophomore in high school. I think his granddad had just graduated the year before. Different school, but and it was love at first sight for them. And that's, I think of something like that, and I think that is just so amazing. To have met and fallen in love and then spent 80 years with someone that you happen to meet at a party. I love their story. It's one of my favorite stories. And they had to postpone getting married because of the war. And he went off to serve. Was captured, was a POW. Came back. They got married right away. And then spent practically their whole life together. So it's, like I said, one of my favorite stories. To hear them talk about when she saw him across the dance floor. It's just so, it's what, I don't know, it's what you hope for yourself. That you meet someone that's like that. I'm sorry, am I even doing this on camera? Anyway, visited with him. Being 106, he's tired a lot, so we didn't stay too long. I keep dropping stuff. I'm annoyed by this. I'm not concerned with that sticking off like that. I feel like on each side it would be sticking off a little. I'm not crazy about this mushroom. I don't think I have any more moths in here. It's too white in color. Let me grab, oh my goodness. Could this chair shrink down any more than it already does every single time? So like, I think I want a smaller mushroom. I think the other one's too big. This one's better. Anyway, how was everybody's day going? I like that slightly darker color there. But anyway, that's what we did. And then we went, he lives not far from where my daughter works, so we went to say hi to her. And then I tried to be a little creative here. It's been, that balance it's a hard one. Especially when this is also a time of writing cards out and gift wrapping, and it's crazy. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this. Sorry, I'm just grabbing a book. This book is obviously not big enough, but, and I just knocked something out. But there we go. I need something right there. Like, what do I keep knocking out of here? Goodness gracious. What can I put there? I think it's going to go on the blue one. That doesn't quite, the colors don't quite. I just mean this seems too big. Oh, maybe I should put this color on here too. I may go, after I've put these together, I may go and sew on there. Or, no, just, you know. Random stickers. And this is where you tell me I'm spending too much time on one. I don't have enough time for this. You're leaving soon. Get crap going. All right, I'm gonna put this off to the side for a minute. Start working on a smaller one. Because I want to try and get 4 of these done. But if I have to do front and back, it takes a while. It's time to refill my glue, I think. This is the one that only has one I cut off his thing and he's lost it. And what's funny is I have it somewhere. I kept it, but I don't know where I've put it now. Anyway, I've really been enjoying watching what everyone is making for this. Some people are so talented. And I feel not as talented. But I also don't feel untalented. I just don't feel as talented. I mean, I realize this isn't a timed thing. But I also don't, there's so many to watch. I don't want you to be stuck watching me for a ton of time. So, again, am I even, can you even see what I'm doing? Am I even on camera? My chair has fallen yet again. Oh, good. Because I get all shrunken. Anyway, sorry, I shut up. Whoops. When I'm thinking, I get quiet. Sorry about that. And I also, you guys can see, but I can't. It's not that I can't see, I can see, but the light is, I'm losing the light here. And so it's not looking as good as it could. I'm like, am I completely crooked here? Sorry, I've gone quiet again. I have about well, my daughter doesn't get off till 5, but I have to get ready. So I have to be off of here probably about 5 so that I can get ready. Not sure why I put that sticker down there. Most of these are digitals. I think there's these are 7 Plaza. A lot of these are J. Lee Lou digitals. Tracy Fox, I think, is this one. And then there's a few actual Tim Holtz in here. And then I think, I have to look it up. This thing is 49 in Market. And then this is, I can't remember her name. I'll have to put it in the my write-up about it. I love this because this tape is actually off a book. Like an old book. But I don't know if you can see, it doesn't really, it looks clear there. That sucks. You can see how it's yellow there. It's tape that was put on plastic. Like I said, off a book I thrifted. So there's 2. Although, like I said, I'm not happy with that. I'm actually happier with this one. Sorry, this is a blank journal, but it's just for me to put on as a paper tab. This one would fit into my fall one, which I may use that for. And then I'm going to do 2 on top. 1 in blue, 1 in orange. And I've used 2 of these Tim Holtz. And then these are 7 Plaza. But yeah, I went with kind of the colors I stuck in my fall book so that I could possibly integrate these into there. Because the two, especially the two little ones, they would fit nicely over the top of the books and with the theme. And anyway, maybe tomorrow if I get up early enough, I can do the we'll have a couple of things to do. I haven't done my sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out again. I haven't done my, what are these hearts? I don't even know what those are. I've not kept up on my full deck challenge. I definitely have not kept up on my Marguerite Miller. That has just fallen to the wayside at this point. It's just something I don't seem to have time for, honestly. But I hate leaving like projects like that undone because it was a whole year I was supposed to be working on that. And so I think I need to get into the swing of my December daily. It always takes me a little bit of time to get into that. And so at some point, I can go back and do some of these things. Plus, I took some time off from crafting, which put me behind, but it was for some time with my daughter and some stuff that she's been going through. So, all right, I'm gonna see if I have another moth or something. So it's been a good time off. That's more of a butterfly. Maybe a mushroom. I have a small, I don't know, yellow. That doesn't really go. but oh, then on top of that, of course, her birthday's next Sunday. And yeah, December's a busy time for me. It's hard for me to get stuff done. As we can see, I've already lost. I feel like I've lost the plot on this one. I need something at the top there. That'll be perfect. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and check these out. Track down some more moths. Moths are not as prevalent as the good old butterflies. So sometimes, they don't. I love that I keep putting the book down on the ground when I need to, like, I think I need some tiny words. Oh my gosh, this one is horrific. Not my best work. Gonna just put that out there. Sorry, I have bins and bins and bins of... There's a big moth. There's a butterfly. I put a bird on there. What does that say? Special delivery. I think it's a Tim Holtz. Do I really not have any more moths cut out anywhere? Well, I mean, I have this gigantic one, but that seems a bit excessive. I'm just gonna put that up there. I have that guy. Those ones are Louise Heisel. Heisel. Black and white one. These seem too large for this tag. I need another. I haven't mentioned that. I hate my chair. Well, the last one shouldn't take long. It's tiny. I definitely need sorry guys, I'm going to turn on light because I can't see to save my life right now. I don't like either of these. You ruined everything. Kind of want a little more of that. Oh, I kind of like that. Something a little more. Let's cut you off there. I feel like this is not. It's not grungy enough looking, or. I mean, I can go back in and put spotting on it, you know, splatters on it. Can't get that to go down. I definitely have not taken out enough small words. Oh my goodness, come on. Don't fail me now, glue. Don't fail me now. Honestly, guys, I don't think the other side is savable at the moment. I just need a smaller moth, which I don't have at the moment. I've got a broom. I thought my one box would have. Hang on, guys. My body's decided to fail me here. Anyone else have that where the temperature change seems to make everybody, or make me, is this really only birds and flowers, and do I not have any moths? I have this mushroom. Actually, I don't mind that mushroom. I wonder if I have a smaller version of that in here. I could put a leaf. Just kidding. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Oh no, he's not bad. But I'll definitely have to grunge him up some because he's looking a bit pale. Like I said, I will mark what each of these are in because these have come from many, many sources. This was supposed to be used on this page because of the color. Guys, I'm going to move on to the next one because I'm taking too much time here. Probably be easier if I just go zoop, zoop, zoop. And then glue it the other way. These small ones are actually, I think, more difficult than the big one. Although I'm not happy with the big one either, but and there's my 5 o'clock warning. That's okay. She still has to get home from work and my daughter's brother, he has his own little pizza truck. And I may get to actually try it tonight because I just haven't been out and about when he has. I just kind of like it like that. I don't think everything needs Sorry, I'm trying to use these lace. I'm going to put that in parentheses. I mean quotes, because it's not really lace. But I grunged it up. I like the way they came out. That's a big mushroom to put on there. What about this little one? Sometimes I think these mushrooms don't need the very bottom of them. Like, anyway, feel like I've accomplished something today. I did my visited my husband's grandpa. I have made little tiny okay, I see glue stick is not going to work here. Let me get this on here. Part of why I wasn't really considering putting letters on and words on here is because I didn't know exactly what I was going to be using these for. I just think it's a good idea because I used at least one or two things I already had made up as additions to my book, my fall book. I absolutely am annoyed that I cannot get this in this hole. Tell me you're blind as a bat without actually telling me you're blind as a bat. There you go, guys. All right, let's take a look at these in a book. I'm gonna go to this because this is it's a thicker page. So this one, it's missing something. I haven't figured it out yet. I need something right here. Mushroom? Ugh, no. It's already got a mushroom. Well, maybe a little better there. Let me put that on there. Oh boy. I know, you're like, didn't you just put that back in there? I did, guys, I did. But I wasn't happy with the way this one, oh my goodness. No reason to stick to me, glue. That's a little bit better. I definitely needed to tear better words. I mean, pick better words. I just kind of grabbed a bunch, but there's not enough layering. There's not enough something here. I like this darker color here. I'm going to go with this for right now. And then I'm just going to cover up all the layers I put on here that I was enjoying in the first place. That's how it goes though, right guys? I could put this mushroom up there. That seems like a lot. Why this heart is here. Guys, I know. What I need is some Tim Holtz Sorry, I just got distracted. Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. That looks like a feather. Anyway, not part of this process, Jennifer. Stop it. Yes, next time I make something, take out double what I need, because this seems... Yeah. Anyway, so here's what we have. We have this. This one's a little more simple, but I kind of like it because, yeah. Although, could I put this mushroom? No. I put... Do I want part of that on there? I feel like I kind of do. Do you lift up? No. It's too bad. I feel like I need something right here. Maybe I could look up get a tiny one. I definitely don't need another. This is why I don't like to glue the art glitter glue until I'm done. Oh, that's the one that's glued to. Anyway, so there's one. Yes, I'm missing something right there. I'm aware of it, guys. I am aware of it. Trust me. I will figure it out. Maybe I just need something like that at the end. That's not bad, actually. What if I was to put... No, I like the contrasting color in this one. Okay. Yep, we have that. Wait, it's all upside down. We have this with the moth-eaten lace. We have the side. So that's one. We have, I think this is the one that came out the best for me. That actually I could use right away in my fall book. I'm still putting together. Yes, I could use a little something there. I mean, it can all be improved upon. But tab. And then we have a tab. I think they could all be, ugh, especially this one. I hate this one. We can't love everything, right? I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work out. I'll figure it out. But I do like this side. I think this side works. I did a lot of blues, greens, and oranges in my book. I think this would be good with a word. And then we have this one, which is my least favorite. Although, I like this side. But the other thing that would improve these is probably a little bit of stitching on them. Oh my gosh, this one is terrible. I like it better without the mushroom. I just need a butterfly there. Sorry, it's supposed to be a moth. I just made a big mess trying to get to some more moths. Hold on. I may have put a butterfly in there, guys. Sorry. Hey everybody. So if you are watching this video, it cuts off at the very end. So I just wanted to show you guys the final. You didn't get to see me adding any final little touches to them as I went through them. Because my phone died. I knew it was low on, I don't think we came to the part where I put this, I think it's a butterfly, but I put it on there because I thought it worked out good. I pulled out my fall book. Obviously, this one is not going to work because my fall book is not big enough. But I wanted to, here, I'll use a page that I haven't done anything on yet. So you can see how my tabs work. On them. They work out very nicely. I did all these in sort of a fall theme. That's really the only sort of journal I have going right now where, so I'm not happy with the back side here. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I liked the front side. And then this fits on nicely. See? Oops. Sorry, I'm doing it so you can see it. And they would work out nicely on any page, although not that page because there's already something on that. But yeah, they work out really well on my pages. I mean, that's pretty great. I keep pushing that. I need to glue that one down a little bit. But yeah, I'm very happy, especially with these two. Well, I like the large one too, but it's not really, I mean, I could put it, I guess, at the top, like a huge tab, but then everything's sideways. So I would have to use this on a larger book that I'm working on. But I'm pretty happy with how they came out, and they fit the theme of my fall journal that I'm still working on sometimes because of that pesky Christmas. Anyway, yes, so here are my, this one, like I said, I'm not as happy about. I think I need to do something on the back here to change it up a little, but right now I like this moth, and I like the front and back of all of the other ones a lot, so I just have to maybe play with the other one at another time. Anyway, I just wanted to say, if you watch the video of this, I'm going to start it out this way. Or should I end it? Well, we're going to try editing a video for the first time today, so keep me in your thoughts. Anyway, but yeah, I wanted to just add on that my phone died because I filmed a couple of things yesterday, and I wasn't paying attention to how much. I mean, I knew it was low, but I didn't realize it was that low. So Sorry that it just suddenly cuts off in the video. All right, everybody, have a great day. I'll see you later.